Susan Boyer. Contextualizing pronunciation.
When teachers get together to talk about pronunciation and the issues involved in teaching pronunciation, several challenges or several issues usually come up amongst teachers, and particularly the practical issues for the classroom. For example, teachers say, well, learners come from a wide variety of language backgrounds and hence have varied pronunciation needs. Teachers often ask, well, it's such a large task, where do we start? Well, I'd like to suggest that one place we could start is by evaluating the needs of students and deciding then which are the main pronunciation points that need to be dealt with in a particular course. Another important point is making pronunciation practice motivating and interesting for students, particularly if you're focusing on particular segmental features like particular sounds. Some students in the class may not have the same problems. So by using a thematic and integrated approach, or what I would call a contextualized and integrated approach to teaching pronunciation, where motivating students to use the sounds that we're focusing on, and the students that don't have problems with those particular sounds are doing lots of other vocabulary extension work, reading and listening comprehension, discussion on the topic. Today we're going to talk about the topic of time and change. Our lives have changed since our grandparents' day, but we're also going to look at sounds that some of you have a few problems with. Sounds I and A in wait, why, way, light, late, pie, pay. So we're going to look at those sounds, but we're also within the topic of time and change. White,
White.
wait,
Wait.
why,
Why.
way.
Way.
Think of any other simple words with the sound I, like time. Like, yes.
Life.
Say.
Kind.
Can you hear the difference? Say, sigh. So say is when we speak. Sigh. So it's actually a different sound, but these sounds are quite similar. So it's sometimes difficult to hear the difference. All right, now we're going to talk about the topic. Do you remember at the beginning of the lesson I said we're going to talk about time and change? And we're going to listen to somebody talking about time and change and listen to these sounds. But first of all, I'd like to know what you think about time and change. Do you think our lives are different to our grandparents' lives?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely. Can you give me some examples? How is our life today different? Think about science, technology. How's our life different?
The computers.
Yes, that's right.
Mobile phone.
Mobile phone, definitely.
Travel over the world.
Travel?
Travel over the world.
Yes, travel. Travel's very different now. Sorry?
Weather. Weather.
The weather and how we know what is going to happen with the weather because of satellites.
The way of education.
That's true, yes. We're going to listen to somebody talking about time and change. And when you listen, I want you to listen for the speaker, what the speaker says has changed. Okay? We've mentioned computers, travel, education. See if there are any other topics, okay?
Time and change. It's right to say that life has changed. The pace and style of life today is not the same as it was in our grandparents' day. Science has changed the way of life in almost every place on Earth at quite an amazing pace.
So what does the speaker say are some of the ways that life has changed?
Email.
Email, he mentions email.
Totally science.
Science, yes. Okay, you've listened to the speaker. Now some of the words in the text might be new words. There are some words that are underlined in the text. What I'd like you to do is together look at your dictionary and see if you can decide which word goes with which meaning. Okay? All of these words have the sound I and A, and we're going to practice them in a minute. So check your dictionary and match the word with the meaning. Okay?
No.
This takes quite a while. Okay, we're going to check your answers to that exercise, and as you check your answers, repeat the words after the speaker to practice the pronunciation.
Repeat the words after the speaker.
1. Pace.
Pace.
Good.
2. Relate.
Relate.
Good.
7. Instantaneously.
Instantaneously.
Now, instantaneously is tricky because it's a long word. How many syllables?
Instantaneously. 5.
5 syllables.
Instantaneously. 6. Yeah. Which one is the strong part, the strong syllable? Instantaneously. Tane. Yeah, so you can put a little mark, so that will tell you. What we're going to do now is listen to some of the words from the text that contain the sound I or A, and I want you to tell me which sound you hear, sound 1 or sound 2. In your book there you have somewhere to write the words, okay? Is it like Y or is it like way? Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Good.
3 words.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, is it sound 1 or sound 2?
1.
Good.
Say.
Say. 2.
Good. Okay, what I'd like you to do is have a look at each of the first 4 questions. What's the first question about?
Communication.
Communication. Okay, what's the second question about?
Transportation.
Transportation. Good. What's the third question?
Education.
Education. Good. And the last one? Entertainment. All right. So maybe if this table, if you could talk about the first topic, communication, how has communication changed? All right. So I want you to talk about that and think of all the ways that communication's changed from your day, from your grandparents' day. Okay. All right. And this group, you're going to talk about how has entertainment changed in the last 25 years.
How's communication changed in the last 25 years?
It was invented the mobile phone,
Yeah.
the internet
Yeah.
for email and research.
Yeah.
And the people can communicate straight away.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said that we can communicate straight away?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
those 2 words, straight away, contain straight away. Contain that sound, don't they? Away, straight away.
Straight away.
Good. Okay, I'd like to see what each group has talked about. Maybe Anna, could you tell us what your group talked about? You talked about communication.
Yes.
Yeah, how's communication changed? Would you like to stand up?
The communication in our life changed by the inventing the mobile phone, the email. So the people can communicate straight away.
Straight away, good.
Instantaneously.
Instantaneously.
Instantaneously.